There's been a lot going on the past year. More travel, more hikes, more projects. And that's why, frankly, I wasn't planning on making one of these this year. There wasn't much of a story, it's just guy travels to a few cool places and gets a few cool shots. I think you've heard that one before. If I was going to make this, it needed to be a little different and have some semblance of a takeaway to make it worth your time. And I just wasn't sure that it could. But as all of the memories from last year start to blend together and become fuzzy, there's one thing that still sticks out: the really quiet moments. The long shots, the slow shots, the ones that give you time to look around and take in the details. The ones that tend to get overlooked or cut for time. So, let's start at the beginning. What's special about a road trip in the snow is that you never see it coming. I saw a winter storm on the forecast, asked my friend Andrew if he was busy, and within a matter of hours, we were off. Winter is special, but it's always a relief when spring rolls around and the landscape just comes back to life. There's something I really like about these single-day sunrise missions. They're simple and spontaneous and quiet. I did some tough hikes, but honestly none of it came close to my first foray back into real travel. 3 days backpacking 45 miles in Washington's Cascades. We camped in an alpine meadow overlooking a volcano and interviewed one of the most interesting people I've had the privilege of meeting. I'd never heard of this place before and certainly never seen a photo of it, but every inch of the landscape was pristine and it felt like we had it to ourselves. I didn't realize until visiting the Rockies just how damn huge they are. I think we spent just as much, if not more time driving than we did hiking, but that's okay. With good company, good views, and no particular agenda, a few hours of driving is honestly more of a blessing than a curse. In small, remote mountain towns, people definitely know how to slow down and take in the details, and with the most incredible views at every turn, I can't blame them. The outdoor culture in the Alps was also completely different from what I'm used to. Back in the States, land is either completely protected or it's fair game for development, and out here, the lines seem to really be blurred. I'm still not sure if it's better or worse, but it was fascinating to see in person. The Northwest in the winter feels very strange. The crowds are gone, attractions are closed for the winter, and the sky always seems to hang suspiciously low to the ground. It's dark and eerie and sad. It's a very strange vibe that I can't quite place, but I really like it. For me, the big takeaway this year has been that travel doesn't have to fit a mold. It doesn't have to be the Swiss Alps. It can be my own backyard or a wilderness in Washington that I've never even heard of. One of the problems with the travel media industry is that it tends to revolve around a small handful of locations. There's a whole conversation there to be had about over-tourism, but the other problem with this fixation on just a few places is that it leaves so many beautiful and fascinating stories untold. So, if you're in the travel industry and you want to make next year count, do yourself a favor. Go somewhere you've never heard of, never seen a photo of, never scrolled past on Instagram, somewhere that might be a little tougher to get to, somewhere quiet, somewhere that encourages you to take a minute to look around and take in all of the details, the silence.